What is up? Drama Alert Nation, what is up? Got rhythm? Got rhythm? Nah. Yes? Nah. Twitter? Always. Epá, isto faz-me lembrar que eu tenho uma corda que não uso. Yikes. Uau! Nunca tinha pensado nisto. Já viste? Olha, já vi o segundo filme do Senhor dos Anéis. Já acabei de ver. Foi nice. Oi? Como é que eu apago isto? Já posso desligar a televisation. Devia ver agora o terceiro filme. Não agora mesmo. Oh. Agora vai começar a aparecer spoilers de Jojolina. Fuck. What's the joke here? As meninas gostam de Valorant? Is that the joke? He's seen throughout nature. Wow, there's an Okami watch? Wait, hold on. Eu não sei se isto é Okami. Ai, não está aqui o ícone. O símbolo, tipo os olhos e o... E as cenas da forehead. Even still... It's not a very cool Okami watch. I'm gonna be honest. Wow. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on, estou aqui a escolher coisas para ver. Now in the Night. Eu não sei se quero ver este gajo. É que se foda, não se faz nada, não é?
90s, we look at the game releases of 30 years ago today. This week, one of Mario's biggest spin-offs arrives, a gorgeous shooter on the SNES, and one of Mad Magazine's most iconic segments gets a video game adaptation. I am your host, Jared, and today is September 2nd, 1992. Some good games create copycat clones. Truly great games create all new genres. Released on September 1st, 1992, was Super Mario Kart.
Let's go racing! It's Super Mario Kart Funny Car Madness! Only on Super NES! Turn the track into a giant mud pit! Or burn rubber on ice, wood, or asphalt! Fly! Mix it up with the big boys! See Bowser in his big foot-topping truck! See Yoshi's go-kart really go! Mushrooms, banana peels, turtle shells! Dynamite! Check your rear view and make a neat test! Or go
Crazy.
battle mode and run his day! 2 speeds! Fast!
Isto criou mesmo o kart. Whatever? Kart Racer?
Way too fast! It's two-player fun on the split screen! Only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System! Now you're playing with power, superpower!
92.
Super Mario Kart was a massive departure for Mario. He's done sports, he's done art, but racing? Bah! Get out of here! Yet that's exactly what he did. Mario Kart uses the SNES Mode 7 graphics to its fullest by having Mario and his friends race around several Mario-themed tracks. The biggest innovation that Mario Kart provided was the ability to drive over item boxes, allowing you to use a randomly selected Mario-themed item to help yourself or hinder your opponents. Mushrooms that give you a speed boost, Koopa shells that make your opponent spin out, invincibility stars, and perhaps, oddly the most iconic, the banana peel. But also, lightning bolts, yes. Blue shells, no, didn't exist yet. It also features several playable characters from the Mario universe, which shouldn't be overlooked. For only the second time since Super Mario Bros. 2, Peach and Toad are playable. This is the first time you can play as Bowser in any game. And this reintroduces Donkey Kong Jr., who has been absent in the West since 1986. Development began when Nintendo was satisfied with how F-Zero turned out, but wanted to take it one step further. Two-player simultaneous racing. It was designed from day one to have some kind of two-player split-screen mode. In fact, this is likely why that even in single-player, you're still only using half the screen. The other half is a map, of course, or, with the push of a button, a rear-view mirror lets you see who's behind you, which, on a technical level, this was incredibly impressive at the time, as was the actual two-player racing mode. It's also notable for having tough computer opponents. For one, they all have their own special items that they can use, and most of them, you can't. As a kid, I would hit Peach's mushrooms on purpose because I thought shrinking down small was really funny. Also notable, the computer opponents were so difficult because they straight up cheat. The rubber banding AI is apparent. This allows them to suddenly catch up to you even when they were way behind. This also means that they have infinite items and don't need to race over item blocks themselves, and secretly off screen, they'll drive straight through items and obstacles to keep them in the race. This game is way harder than any of us remember it being. Of course, what made Mario Kart such a staple for so many people who had an SNES was the multiplayer mode. Racing together in the different Grand Prix was both competitive and cooperative. You wanted to work together to stop the computers from winning so you could move on to the next race, but you didn't want to let your little brother or friend beat you because that would be shameful. And once those frustrations grew to a head, you took it out into the amazing battle mode. This changed racing games as we knew it. Now there was a way to face off against a friend, but your objective was not to reach the finish line the fastest. It was kill him. Ride around 4 large open room battle arenas, grab those items, and hit the other player 3 times to win. This battle mode was incredible. This kept our attention and got more playtime than the actual race modes ever did. Super Mario Kart was loved from day one. It reviewed incredibly well from all magazine outlets. Nintendo Power issue 41 was dedicated solely to it and reviewed it with an average score of a 4.3 out of 5, which is surprisingly restrained for Nintendo Power. As to its legacy, just take a look around. Its first sequel, Mario Kart 64, skyrocketed the franchise as a pillar to any new hardware Nintendo would release. Every major Nintendo platform would get its own Mario Kart to this day, with the Nintendo Switch getting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Originally a complete port of the Wii U game, but already starting this year, it is actively getting new courses thanks to new DLC. Super Mario Kart was so successful, it created the racing subgenre of the kart racer. Many other companies tried their hand at mascot racing, often in go-karts, and getting some kind of weaponry through item boxes. Sonic Drift, Crash Nitro Kart, Atari Karts, Konami Crazy Racers, Star Wars Super Bombad Racing. Mario Kart sold millions. It became a player's choice
Tô
game,
interessado
sold
naquele
well
Sonic
over
Drift.
8 million copies, and in the top-selling Super Nintendo games of all time, it ranks at number 4.
Quero ver Sonic Drift. Now this looks like a game. Crazy. Ai que cena! Eu não sei quanto a vocês, mas a mim só chiptune ou whatever deixa-me deprimido.
Also released this week in 1992 is Axelay for the Super Nintendo. Axelay was developed by Konami and is another kick-ass shoot-'em-up. It's both a side-scrolling shooter and a vertical shooter, using the Mode 7 graphics to do some visually neat things to make it seem like you're flying to the horizon. There's also some impressively awesome bosses to fight that look just spectacular. Rather than collecting power-ups, your ship has 3 different weapons that you can swap between. Get shot, however, and the selected weapon gets destroyed. This means you can take 3 shots before you die, or if you fly into something,
Uau,
you
a menos de ver como as
can
coisas
blow up. There's a
destroem é
little
mesmo
strategy
fixe.
there in what weapon you want to use and what you would be fine with losing. This was
Mas o que isto tem a ver com kart racer?
also Konami in the SNES era, which means the music in the game is just fantastic. Axelay was developed at Konami by a small group of developers who would eventually leave the company. Those developers would make their own studio called Treasure and would go on to make titles such as Gunstar Heroes, Mischief Makers, and Ikaruga. Seriously, I feel like Axelay is one of those really good SNES games that gets constantly overlooked by more well-known titles. It should really be up there right alongside Gradius 3 and Aero Fighters. It's that good. Thankfully, reviewers at the time noticed as well. GamePro magazine rated it with an average score of a 4.75 out of 5. They especially loved the graphics and sound quality, and the fact that there's basically no slowdown in the entire game. And
That's
for something
crazy.
completely different,
That's incredible
released this week
and
in
crazy.
1992 was Spy vs. Spy for the Nintendo Game Boy.
Wow.
Spy vs. Spy is a comic series featured in Mad Magazine beginning in issue number 60 in 1961 and is still going today. It was about
Eu gostava dos shorts, eram mesmo giros.
2 spies, one dressed in white and the other dressed in black, getting into cartoon-like violent shenanigans, leaving booby traps for each other in a comedic fashion. Evidently, they were popular enough to get their own video games. The Game Boy version is a puzzle versus game of sorts. Playing as either spy, you run around searching item boxes to acquire traps and placing them throughout each level. Should the other spy search where a trap is placed, they'll take damage. Or if that isn't your style, you can also run up and just punch the crap out of them. The goal is to find the special briefcase of secret documents and then escape the level before the other spy can. Dying isn't game over, as rather it delays you for a very long time, giving the other spy a huge time advantage. It is an exercise in frustration. It really isn't the most fun game in the world, mostly because your own traps can damage you, and I sure am not remembering where I put all those things. Also, every time you place a trap, you have to wait as the spy does their signature snickering laughter animation. If you've played Spy vs. Spy on the NES, it's very similar, only this game has them on an island. I still don't like it. Reviews of the game weren't great either. Nintendo Power themselves basically said the idea was cool, but execution lacking, and got a score of a 3.1 out of 5. At least you don't feel like suffering alone. It did have 2-player link cable support. And with the other releases this week, let's throw it over to Editor Dylan.
The third and final SNES game that released this week was Wheel of Fortune, featuring a very slow Vanna White. Alright Vanna, what are you trying to show me? That's
Caboose.
just inappropriate. Let's try to keep this professional, okay, Vanna? The NES had WWF WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge. Here's a recap of the match. The Undertaker kicks Macho Man Randy Savage 26 times in the groin. Mr. Taker then body slams Mr. Man before running directly into the cage, knocking himself out cold. Randy leaves to go get a Slim Jim. The game opens with the LJN logo. Moving on. The Sega Genesis had NHLPA Hockey 93. If you'll indulge me a moment, I have wanted to try this since August 2001. That is when I received the 100th issue of Game Informer, which contained the top 100 games of all time, according to the readers. This game made it to the top 20, beating games like Street Fighter II, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the
E eu
Past.
reparei que o Symphony of the Night estava tipo em posição 90? Final Fantasy Tactics está em... What? Final Fantasy IX tem 43º?
2001. That is when I received the 100th issue of Game Informer,
Banjo
which
Kazooie.
contained the top 100
Ok, não ganhou ao Symphony of the Night. Isso é que importa.
games of all time, according to the readers. This game made it to the top 20, beating games like Street Fighter II, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, and hell, even Mario Kart didn't crack the top 30. So is it any good? It's okay. It's not really my thing. The Atari Lynx had Steel Talons, which is an extremely impressive 3D flight sim for a handheld console. Helicopter combat is alright, but you start out flying through rings and... it only slightly plays better than Superman 64, which leaves us with a grand total of 7 games released on these 5 consoles this week in 1992. Truly, I am not worthy of Hockey 93's brilliance. I guess I'll just have to live with my inferior tasting games like Donkey Kong Country 2. Back to Jared in the Collector's Corner.
Thank you, Dylan. Here in the Collector's Corner, being such a huge seller, Mario Kart is relatively cheap with millions of copies available. A loose cartridge is about $30, and with the box and manual together, it's around $110. The biggest value gainer this week is Axelay. As an obscure underground hit, it's quite valuable. It goes for just over $90, and with the box and manual, it nears $250. Spy vs. Spy, for a Game Boy game, is fairly pricey. While loose is less than $25, complete is nearly $150. Those Game Boy boxes are hard to find, I tell you. And that's it for today. Next week, we got a dinosaur game and a pair of titles from Hudson Soft. I'm your host, Jared, and this was Now in the 90s. Thank you so much for watching Now in the 90s. Please like the video and leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you aren't already a subscriber. And if you already are, thank you so much for watching this every single Friday. One of my favorite things about doing this show is learning things about games that I already own. I've actually had Axelay since like 2002 or so, but I had no idea it's worth as much as it is now.
Fogo. Where's got rhythm? Quero ganhar isto. Acelerei no fim. 896 é fixe. What is he talking about? Porquê que os pés dele são tão pequenos? Deixaste like para o Toga depois ver. Jesus. Ei, o gajo até caiu. Just a prank, bro.
عليكم السلام سلام عليكم.
Epá, not cool. Eu dou um not cool out of 10 para este. Ah, pois é, vou perguntar à Maria. Como é que se chama aquela banda? Not cool, bro. I don't know what any of this means. Oh, são likes do Chief. E a única vida dele hoje em dia é Final Fantasy XIV, não é? Falar em Final Fantasy. Não se faz nada, vou jogar, não é? Mais um like. Like. Mais um like. Ia buscar o summon do outro palhaço. Agora com um gajo na parte, se calhar consigo. Deixa eu ver.
Ongoing desire to play confirmed.
Oh, ramo, oh, que lindo ramo. Já estou com o meu... já estou com... É só a partir do chapter 2 que ficas com o fato normal? Isto é chapter 2, que é? Enganei-me no botão, mas... Fire ninjutsu? Fuind. Tens que lhe foder a boca com o Fuind. Onde é que está o Cláudio? Isso é que eu preciso. Ei, estava a mandar eletrorraios. Vai mandar um Lightoninho. Lightoninho. Olha aí. Olha aí. Ok. Fuind é o que lhe fala da boca, não é? Será que nós agora somos demasiado OPs para ele? Isto se calhar foi o design para ele foder a boca sozinho? Sozinha? Whatever. Misgender. I guess I was lying.
What a shame. It was a close match. However, I did manage to obtain some valuable data. Analyze and learn from your mistakes.
The data
so
is,
that you can claim
you
victory
fucking
next
suck.
time.
That's the
Can
data.
I assume you're ready to do battle with a virtual summon?
Não tem botão de... restart. Que potro. Eu tenho barrier. Não me deixa ver o que é que eu tenho. Se não tiver. É melhor fazer lock-on só para ver onde é que eles estão. Ui, lacrimosa. Ai que puto. Que panation. Ah! Spells este. Fui! E olha aí! Porquê que eu estou quieto e não me consigo mexer? E para além de estar quieto e não conseguir mexer, não consigo mexer. E estou quieto. Ah, é isso, não tenho barrier. Se calhar deve ser. Olha aí! Minhas costas, merda. Oh, é mais tarde. Ele ainda me deu a oportunidade. Mas se eu souber os timings, se calhar era aquela coisa. Ele é tipo Glass Cannon, não é? Yeah, bué da fixe. Eu fiz uma coisa chamada Puff. Olha, já me fodeu. Chamou só não cracrar, mano. Fosga-se. Pênis para baixo. Por favor, ajuda-me. Oh! Gajo acorda e falei-se logo. Oh! Oh! I guess I'm dead. Eu sou um balhadas. Eu vou-te foder a puta da boca. Caí inconscioso. Como é que eu nos mantenho vivos? Espera aí.
What a shame. It was a close match.
Eu não posso comprar
However, I did manage to obtain some
better
valuable data.
armor and
Analyze
shit.
learn from your mistakes
Eu não tenho nada
so that
disso.
you can claim victory next time.
Okay, next time I will. 100%. Where's like a, I don't know, a bench or whatever? Man, a roupa dela faz-me tanta impressão. Ela partiu o braço assim?
if it isn't my favorite ninja. Good to see you again. And if you ever find yourself with a few spare coins, remember old Snapper.
Snapper snapper. I have limited coins though.
You a fighter then, kiddo?
Okay, armor. I need stuff like this, right? O Sonon nem sequer tem nada, meu. O outro gajo é ganda mágico ou como é que é? Eu nem sei. Estes parece que são mais balanced. 106, 61, 97, 58. Isto para só não é sempre melhor. Mas ela está a partir de qual stat? Anyway, este gajo não tem nada. Não faço a mínima o que fazer. Vitality. Chega a um ponto que já não tem dinheiro, não é? Oh shit! Catatonian increases damage dealt inversely proportional to character's current MP. Catatonian armlet. Que este gajo é um no-brainer. Isto é um no-brainer para este gajo, não é? Catatonian Armlet. Wait a minute. Finish off an enemy? What does that mean? Espera, já não tenho que usar esta merda. Mas vou perder as minhas coisas. Strike an enemy with maximum strength while this ability has level 3 is at level 3. I have no idea what's happening. What commands? Então eu vou fazendo commands aleatórios e sobe o nível disto. E quando estiver no máximo uso esta skill e mato-os. Felizmente eu não estava. Ei, vou perder o Cure e o Max MP e HP Up. Catatonia não é muito melhor, meu. How do I move? É assim, não é? It is what it is. But at least I can still... Isto dá-me bué de damage. Ah. Mas vou usar isto. Hold on, really? That was the amount of AP? I didn't notice. Does this shit stack? Probably doesn't. Kinda wasted on this guy.
You know what might be a good idea? Replicating that merc's weapon. Whether you're a crook or a lucky gun. No problem. I come tomorrow. It'll look good, isn't it? I mean, each sector may not be right, but look at that. They blew it up. Monster's been acting strange since the
Espera, se calhar não preciso fazer isto.
Stay back. That's close enough.
Is this it?
You hear me? Come on, keep it moving.
É mesmo. É mesmo lá dentro? Nunca mais lá chego, não é? O que é que está verde? Ok, fazer save e...
Ongoing desire to play confirmed.
Ramo, oh que lindo ramo. Ah, pois é, eu agora tenho esta coisa. Tenho que perceber como é que isto funciona. Epá, nem sequer me deixas fazer nada, meu. Deslarga-me. Deslarga-me a cona. Como é que está isto? Aeolian Banishment. Uh-oh. Fiquei bem cansado de mim. Vou usar isto. Não é muito, mas é qualquer coisa. Hey, what's this spark shit? Oh, porque eu não tenho... Aquilo já está quase no máximo. É melhor curar-me, senão foda-me. Eu não sei o que é um Spark, mas é melhor foder o Spark. Não consigo tocar no Spark. Ok, toquei no Spark. What the fuck? What's happening? Why can't I do the thing?
How about you pull yourself together? You're going down.
Ok, Banishment level 3.
Now I'm ready to rumble.
Whoa! Acquire the Banishment ability. Bastou um. Ih, vai-me foder a boca.
How about pulling your weight instead of pulling me down?
Defetei o ramo ao que lindo ramo.
Splendid! Thanks to the data you provided during your battle, I succeeded in developing a new materia. One might say you were faster than lightning. And with the Lord of Levin on your side, your enemies will struggle to keep up.
Get the striggle. Clearei. Agora estou bem cansado. Oh, o ramo ao que lindo ramo é que vai estar com a puta da Yuffie, I guess.
You hear me? Come on, keep it moving.
Onde é que está a próxima parte do jogo? É aqui para baixo? Vou virar à direita. Arroto.
So, you think Niall and the others got away?
Don't worry about that once we are, boss.
Faz save. Mas acho que se faz autosave. Ah! Eu tendo o Banishment. Porquê que só isto é que tem SP? Aliás, vamos fazer uma coisa. Upgrade weapons, não é? I guess that's weak sauce. Alright. AP up. What does that mean? Increases amount of AP. Wow. What's thievery? Allows you to use mug. LT. Não sei o que vai sair daqui. Eu provavelmente vou usar o boomerang. Increases the amount of time throwing stars can remain aloft. Sounds great. Precision Defense Barrier. Vou ver o que é isso. Esta deve ser a main weapon dela, não? To cast barrier. Uau! I don't know. This looks important. O que é que tem o outro? Precision Defense Mana Ward. Ok. Esta é que é o weapon principal. Tipo, isto é way too good, não é? Trade-off. Recover MP. Attack Spells Cost Reduction. Vou para o Mana Ward e usar esta weapon. Isto é demasiado broken. E attack power, I guess. Foda-se. Puta do weapon. Quero ver a outra se quer. Ah, nunca se sabe. Esta merda provavelmente deve ter montes de slots. Yeah, New Material Slot logo no primeiro. Precision Defense Regen. Uau! Mas a outra é melhor. Quer dizer, a outra é mais defensiva, não quer dizer que seja melhor, mas... Mas tenho poucos slots. Vou usar o boomerang. Boomerang. OP broken, não é? Não! Tenho que mexer no só não. Só não, só não. Só não heroes. Só não, só não, só não, só não, não. Pá, defense, magic defense. Não é? Slots. Uau! Foda-se. E para mim é isto. Ah, e a defense. Attack power, I guess. Muito menos damage. No entanto, mais slots. No, that's some insane shit. Hey, that was some good menuing. Some good scamming.
Boss, I don't think we'll be back here anytime soon, so make sure you're ready for anything, okay?
I think we're good here. Let's roll.
Oh, Katamari Damashi.
What's with all these people?
Due to the recent incident at Mako Reactor 5, only a limited number of trains are currently in service. Please note that the Sector 5 Undercity Station is closed until further notice. Thank you.
Splinter Cell's done its best to make things hard for you. Miss this train and there's no telling when the next will be.
Looks like it's now or never, guys.
Sorry we couldn't give you a proper send-off. Just know that we're rooting for you, okay?
Final Fantasy guy. That's who he is.
All aboard! Oh boy.
Gonna be sick?
I'll be fine. As long as I'm standing up. Don't laugh.
Melfi always got motion sick. Chocobos, boats. Sure trains would have done it too.
Oh, Melfi.
Who is Melfi?
My sister.
Huh.
She trained under your father at the same time as me. And she had such promise.
Had?
The war was ending. But a Shinra mech went haywire near a crowd
Oh não, merda das cutscenes.
to do something. We deserve what's coming to him.
Yeah. They do. But I'm not your sister.
This didn't make any sense. Takes two IDs to tango. Tive um achievement por estar a jogar o jogo. Strengthening weapons. It's the Shinra man. Mr. Shinra himself.
The Turks are on top of it. Yes, there will be no delays.
Please, Mr. President, I am asking you to reconsider. No, begging. The Sector 7 Undercity is home to more than 50,000.
Director Twisty.
At least let us issue a warning, sir.
The stench of the director's cowardice fills the room yet again.
This young Noctis sucks.
Progress
Me, the old Noctis, I am way better.
Learn to live with it.
Look at all these people.
Enough to make you sick. Let's get this over with.
Excuse me, I have some questions. You work for Shinra, isn't that right? Then would you care to comment on the rumors that Sector 7 will be the terrorist's next target? They're going to hit the reactor, aren't they? You! Stop right there! Get the hell out of here. What's Shinra's plan?
What a weird cutscene.
Elevators are right there. Let's catch one.
Come on.
Hold the door.
What floor? The basement. Advanced weaponry.
Going down. Doors closing.
Perfect. Just perfect.
Huh?
But oh, how the mighty are fallen. Wutai colluding with Avalanche and resorting to terrorism? I always thought the Wutaians an honorable people. They used to be, certainly. But now they're nothing but blood-sucking flies buzzing around Shinra's face. Would
Wait.
you not agree? In light of recent events, I mean.
100% Scarlet knows who Yuffie is.
I would. 100%.
What a lovely smile. should take the scenic route and savor the opportunity to meet our latest autonomous weapons.
Son Goku filho da puta.
Damn it!
Cagando a cutscene.
That was Scarlet, director of advanced weaponry. It was one of her machines that killed Melfi.
Calm down, Sonon. Calm down. Remember, we're here for a reason.
We're here to kill chaos.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was ready to strangle her myself. And that's before she sent us off in the wrong direction.
Where did she send us?
Only one way to find out. Don't worry, we'll get to materia research eventually. Just a little longer, my precious.
Speaking of precious, since nobody's here, I'm gonna fuck off to Lotter. Another Lotter bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another Lotter bites the dust. Acho que vou fazer sair o bazar. Covert apps. Goodbye.